welcome to Pixi Dust Designs YouTube channel. For today's project, we are using Pixi Dust Designs Christmas Card House die set. As you can see, it's a very large die set. It comes with a piece to create a gift card box or a bigger treat box. There are window trims, door trims, windows and doors, Christmas lights, the roof, the shingles on the roof. There is also a chimney and then a way to make dormers on the house, which are absolutely adorable. And there's a couple ways to do those. So the dormers are three-dimensional. The one I have on the left, I actually cut a hole in using a die from the die set and put vellum in there. And on the other one, I used the pie pieces, colored them yellow, and then glued them onto the dormer. And then there's a couple ways to do the roof. You can do it so that the roof wraps all the way around, and so it's a different color than the siding. Or you can cut all the tabs off the roof and just glue it on like I'm holding it there, and then put the decor piece there. So then the siding matches the rest of the house and the roof is its own color. So there's a couple ways to do that. And then there's the Christmas lights, so you can cut out the bulbs. And then here is the box, and it folds into 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, so it's the perfect size if you want to create a card front and use that box anyway your little heart desires. So it's a really great set. So to get started, I'm creating the dormers, and I am creating a white and black house because there's some new houses going up in my neighborhood, and apparently you can only have white and black. It's really trendy right now, so I thought I'd do that, but it will be a Christmas house. So I'm scoring on all the folds, and right now what that is the roof line. I already created the dormer, and then the roof has tabs and the dormer has tabs, and they match perfectly. So I just like gluing the tabs and then pinching them together. I found that works best for me. I did try it with score tape, and I feel like the glue worked better because you have the wiggle room, so you're able to move the tab around to exactly where you want it. And I probably only pinched it for like 20 seconds or so, and the glue held. And then you can see there's these little points that it makes, and I just cut those off. You can leave them on. I like them off. So now the dormer is ready for some decoration. So this is the window, and like I said before, you can either cut it out or you can just glue it on as part of the accessories. And at first I colored in yellow. I was going to make the house at night, so it would be the warm light glowing from the house showing through. But I changed my mind later, so I ended up gluing the white pie pieces in and coloring them a light blue, so it looked more like glass and a daytime look on the house. So put the trim piece on, and that is my dormer. I did have another dormer already made, so there will be 2 dormers on this project. So now I have a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 piece of white cardstock. I think it's Nina 100 pound, 110 pound. And I'm scoring every 1/4 inch to make it look like siding. Almost to the top. The roof is going to cover the top part, so I decided to stop. So now I'm gluing the shingles onto the roof. And you don't have to glue that on. You could leave the roof plain, or you could make it a complementary color. And now that I'm sitting here thinking, wouldn't it be cute to do this as a gingerbread house? You could do it in craft paper, and the shingles could be white like they're icing, and you could decorate it that way. That would be so cute. So now for the chimney, it cuts out the individual bricks if you want to do it that way. It also cuts out I guess the grout or the mortar. So I cut that out of craft cardstock. I could have done it in black, but I wanted it to be different. And then there's also like a trim piece, a cap for the chimney as well. So gluing that together. So now I'm folding the box. So when I made the box bottom, I lined up the fold exactly with the edge of the cardstock. But when I make the box top, I move the fold line out about 1/8 of an inch, so that there's just a little bit more room so that the box top goes on perfectly. So I glued the chimney onto the roof, and then I glued the roof onto the house. And now I'm adding the window trim. and then inserting the windows. And I had already cut out the windows and colored them with B000 from Copic so that it looks like glass. And I decided I wanted a yellow door on this house, and then again adding window trim. And then I will insert the glass for the windows. So with this being 4¼ by 5½, you could also just make this a card front. And I know that the roof is a little bigger. Obviously, you'd have to make the dormers flat. You couldn't make them stick out like that. But it would make an adorable card front. So gluing both the dormers down. So first I glue the tab down and get that to stick, and then I go around the edges of the dormer and glue that down and hold it. And I gotta tell you, the boxes have been through a little bit and they all stuck just fine. So here's where I decided I wanted to put in the pie pieces colored light blue so it looks more like glass on the dormers instead of the light shining through. So more of a daytime look at the house. And so for the Christmas lights, I cut them out of a shiny white cardstock, and I just colored some of them green, some of them red, and left some of them white. And the Christmas card trim also fits beautifully on the top of the roof line, so whichever makes you happy. And then I used the Hills and Trees slimline to make the snow, and then the reindeer and the sleigh and the little Christmas trees and the stars are from this release, the Let It Snow release. There's a quick glimpse of it there. And then for the wreath, I used the wreath off of the gingerbread mug set. Those are perfectly sized and coordinate with this set wonderfully. And then the snowflakes that I add are also from the Let It Snow die set that is part of the July 2024 release, and we'll have videos showcasing that set later. So getting the snowflakes that were cut out of shimmery cardstock down, and then I just needed to find a little black enamel dot for the doorknob. And one last snowflake. And then whenever I want to attach that to the card top, I always use this tape runner, although it was acting up there for a second. But it does a great job adhering. And I know it's nice to have glue for wiggle room in that, but I really like the strength of that tape. So I got it glued down, and that's our card project. It's really an easy and fun die set. So here's the finished product that we just did together. So again, the extras on this, the snow, for this, I used the Hill and Trees slimline die cuts from Pixi Dust Designs. And then for the wreath, I used the gingerbread house mug that I've had in my stash for, I don't know, a year for sure. So the wreath and the bow are from this die set. And then new with this release is the Let It Snow. I mean, look how gorgeous that is. But we used the snow and the trees, the stars, and then the sleigh for decor on the house, and they work perfectly together. I'm so happy with that. So here's what we had finished. And then non-Christmas, I created this little box. I'm going to have a great niece late October, early November of this year. We're very excited. They have boys. So we have a girl coming, and so decorated it for that. These are leftover flowers and a leftover butterfly from another project. If you own the unicorn mug set, the flowers on that would be really cute in front of the house, or you could do a little daisy chain as trim, something like that. Or instead of gluing lights on this strip here, you could glue little flowers onto this strip. It would be completely adorable. So I just wrote a little note in there to my niece and her husband, congratulations on the beautiful little girl joining your home. And so this is set for them. And then as far as another use is, this is kind of a decor, it is a decor project. So I would tuck this in with my garland on my mantle, or I would put it on the bookshelf where I have other decor, and then when the lights are out, the soft light shining on things is really great. Now the lights I used for this, I bought a pack of 3 like 3 years ago, and two of them have died, just in the making of this. So they're horrible. They were from a big box store. So I am going to link Pear Blossom Press in the description below, and some products there, or just to their website. That I think it's better quality, it's not going to die, and it's less expensive. And then again, I used, to decorate this house, I just used the snowdrifts and some of the trees from the Hills and Trees Slimline from Pixi Dust Designs. So I want to thank you all for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe. And don't forget to sign up for notifications so that you can get more creative content from Pixi Dust Designs. And please remember, there's also a Facebook page, Pixi Dust Designs VIP, where there's more inspiration. You can share what you've created. And also, when there are sales, the codes for the sale items are found there. So it's really worth signing up for. It's a fun site. Everyone's very sweet and kind. So thanks again for joining me. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.